talk about this latest breaking news update coming in. Congress MPs have also submitted a complaint with the Lok Sabha Speaker about the unruly, quote-unquote unruly conduct of the BJP MPs against the leader of opposition, Rahul Gandhi. I want to go across to Pallavi as on expected lines and something that the party had already expressed. Pallavi, what more do we know?
Yes, exactly. And the video that they had put out is exactly the stand which the Congress party is taking. That look at the video evidence which really goes on to show that it is our leaders who are being targeted. Now, there are two important developments which, of course, has happened. One is, of course, a privilege notice given by both Mr. Kharge, that's the leader of both the houses, leader of the opposition of both the houses, Mr. Kharge, as well as Rahul Gandhi, against the Home Minister. But more importantly, a complaint being given to the Speaker saying that their leaders and Rahul Gandhi were being targeted and they are the ones who are being injured. But look at the series of tweets which are now being put out by Congress MPs. Now, for example, Gaurav Gogoi also has put out a tweet where he says, we saw the BJP MPs being hostile and threatening towards the Congress president and the LOP Rahul Gandhi. BJP MPs had sticks in their hands, and I saw with my own eyes how Shri Kharge was being threatened and pushed. So they're turning their tables on to the BJP. So if the BJP is showing the injuries of Mr. Sarangi as an evidence that how he was hit and upon by either Rahul Gandhi or by the Congress MPs, equally the Congress party is giving out that video to show that how Kharge could actually have been hurt. In fact, if you look at that particular video, which has an encircled red mark on it, which the Congress has put out, it actually shows that how Mr. Kharge and Priyanka Gandhi Vadra are jostling, and there's a point when the protesting BJP MPs come with placards in the hand with a stick. That is the point which the Congress party is trying to allege. And they are alleging that because they had those sticks in the hand, because they were coming head-on towards the Congress MPs, the threats to the Congress MPs, including Kharge as well as to Rahul Gandhi, were very real.
Okay, Pallavi, you're sharing more breaking news with us, so request you to stay on with us. Let's talk about the details that have just been shared by Pallavi Ghosh. This is as per sources in the Parliament Secretariat. Once you enter through the main door, it's deemed to be Parliament premises. And yes, we're also learning CCTV outside as well will be pursued. Pallavi continues to stay on with us. Pallavi, also to add to this, can you give us a little bit of clarity? Because while we do know that as far as this protest is concerned, both the opposition and the NDA MPs were, face to face. But there's also a version coming in from the Congress that it was their MPs who were being blocked by the BJP when they were making their way to the Parliament. So which version really explains the whole story?
Well, I guess that's where the investigation will reveal. But very quickly for our viewers, when you enter the Parliament, and I'm talking about the new Parliament building, after you go through a reception area, the first door which comes in is called the Shardul Dwar. That is where most journalists, of course, we all enter through that. But little ahead and just bang opposite, which is what the gate number 1 of the old Parliament building is, where the Makar Dwar is. And on the Makar Dwar is where the protests were taking place today. There's also been a little bit of, kind of confusion as to what construes Parliament premises, but Parliament Secretariat sources have told us that the moment you enter through the reception area and you come in front of the Shardul Dwar, that is where Parliament premises begin. So any action which takes place there comes within the ambit of the Parliament premises. Now this becomes critical because an investigation or a nod ahead from the Speaker becomes important in this context. That's one. It's obviously, as we all know, is a highly protected area, so there are CCTV cameras, there are staff on duty. When that investigation, if and when it takes place, and I'm sure at some point of time the Speaker would want to have his own investigation because he has the right to do so. These are the people who would be seen as witnesses, and all of that footage will be shared. They're not going to rely only on the BJP or only on the Congress footage, because, Christine, that is going to be deemed to be their own individual versions. But in that scuffle, in fact, this was waiting to happen, frankly speaking. When it was decided in the morning that the BJP is going to protest at the Makar Dwar, Congress will also join, the India bloc will join, walking down from the Ambedkar statue to the Makar Dwar, and roughly around 10:30 a.m. I think it was just waiting to happen. It's going to be very difficult to keep the two of them away from each other, especially with the cameras around, journalists around, and the bystanders around. I think this was waiting to happen. And did it happen in the scuffle? Did it happen in the heat of the moment, or what is deliberate? Those are going to be a part of the investigation if and when announced by the Speaker himself.
You know, another interesting version, Pallavi, coming in from the BJP, as we've heard some of the members of parliament narrate already, is the fact that this is the first time in the ongoing winter session of the parliament that the NDA MPs decided to stage a protest at the Makar Dwar. Had the NDA MPs or the BJP's intention be to instigate, provoke or stop the Congress from holding these protests or making their way into the parliament, it would have happened much earlier given the host of protests on parliament.
वैसे वो प्रदर्शन की जगह नहीं है, लेकिन तुम कर रहे हो तो फिर हमारे भी सांसदों ने आज वहाँ किया, तो वो तो जैसे देखें कि भी एकदम शारीरिक प्रदर्शन करते हुए, धक्का मुक्की करते हुए आए, चीरते हुए भीड़ को, जबकि रास्ता था आने जाने का, तो उनको ऐसा शारीरिक प्रदर्शन नहीं करना चाहिए ना। वो एलओपी है, जिम्मेदारी भी समझें। और फिर जब लग गई, प्रताप चंद्र सारंगी जी और निशिकांत दुबे जी ने कहा भी इनके लग गई चोट आ गई, आप ऐसे कैसे कर सकते हो, तो उनको देखने भी नहीं गए, मानवता भी नहीं है। तो ऐसा कोई मकरदार उनकी जागीर है क्या?
राहुल गांधी कह रहे कि हमने कोई धक्का मुक्की नहीं
की है ना, वो तो वीडियो आ गया ना सबके सामने, की है धक्का मुक्की उन्होंने।
और वो कह रहे कि बीजेपी के लोग आरएसएस का डंडा लेके आए थे।
नहीं, वो तो क्या है कि जैसे देखिए लोकसभा और राज्यसभा में जो बहस हुई उसमें कांग्रेस की पोल खुल गई कि बाबा साहब का अपमान किया कांग्रेस ने, तो उसको इशू को डाइवर्ट करने के लिए सारे ये
So that's the BJP once again very clearly rebutting the allegations leveled by the Congress, negating them in its entirety. Pallavi continues to stay on with us. Pallavi, I was meaning to ask you about the BJP pointing to the fact that since the beginning of the winter session of the Parliament, the Congress has been taking to Makar Dwar to stage protests while raising the issue of crony capitalism, and hence the BJP says we really had no intention ever to stop the Congress from either entering or staging these protests, but that's what they did this time around.
No one stops no one from conducting a protest. I mean, there's a guidelines which are issued by the Parliament Secretariat on behalf of the Speaker as well as the Chairperson. And that guideline was very simple. Don't protest at a Makar Dwar because you are going to become a hindrance to all VVIP movement and that of the MPs as well. But, at the end of the day, the members of Parliament will not be dictated upon what to do and what not to do. And each day, I mean, we are seeing the end of the winter session tomorrow, but each day you have seen protests coming in from the India bloc. They've tried to innovate, carrying masks, mock interviews, so on and so forth. The BJP may object to it, some of the content, but they have never stopped them from doing these protests. And I think that's exactly what has happened today. That's the privilege of a member of parliament, I mean, even the CISF or the security people over there are not going to stop the MPs from protesting. At the most, they're going to give some guidelines to try and ensure that no one gets hurt. But today, it just went out of control. Frankly speaking, it could have got even more serious. It could have, there could have been more grievous injuries, more could have been hurt. Thankfully, that was avoided. But whatever has happened today is example of what happens when of these kind of confrontation protest takes place between the BJP and the Congress, and the two different versions. Will after this, I think that 2 o'clock will be important to listen to what the Speaker has to say. Will the Speaker talk about more action being taken? Of course, he's going to express his remorse over the fact that what he saw played out inside the Parliament today. But yes, I mean, these are going to be the facts which are going to be discussed and possibly investigated upon.
Oh yes, absolutely. And I do remember, Pallavi, right in the morning, you were one of the first to say that expect a lot of drama given the two sides are going to look eye into eye, especially, given that Makar Dwar has become a symbol of protest